Hello everyone, I am Subid, a PhD student in the Department of Civil Construction and Environmental Engineering here at NC State University, and I am working under the direction of my advisor Dr. Eleni Pardaka. The research I am presenting explores the spatial and temporal characteristics of microtransit trips through the case study of a small city named as Wilson in eastern North Carolina. Wilson replaced its fixed route public transportation service with microtransit in September 2020 in partnership with a turnkey service provider called VIA. We were fortunate to receive empirical trip-level data for the service between September 2020 and June 2022 from the service provider. With the data in hand, we asked ourselves a few research questions, some of which include the following. What could be the spatial, temporal, and socioeconomic determinants of microtransit demand, and what would be the factors associated with greater likelihood for a trip to be shared? The answer to these questions would be of significant interest to transit planners across the country who are considering the implementation of microtransit as a means to improve transit service delivery in their service area. We perform both descriptive and econometric analysis. A quick glance at the first figure in our descriptive analysis would reveal that the demand for microtransit service in Wilson has been increasing ever since its introduction in September 2020, even though only 75% of all trip requests have been served. With regards to temporal variation in trip characteristics over the course of the day, we find that both the demand and the amount of time a user would need to wait to get the service is greater at around 3 p.m. in the afternoon. Moving on to econometric analysis, there are two parts to our econometric analysis. First, to study microtransit demand, we estimate a negative binomial model with the number of users in each census block per hour as the dependent variable. The results of the negative binomial model are presented on the right-hand side, and for the ease of interpretation, we also present elasticities from the regression estimates. In summary, we find that areas with higher population and with higher proportion of households below poverty are associated with greater demand. Furthermore, areas with higher proportion of female population and those areas classified as urban also generate higher demand for microtransit. We also identify some significant spatiotemporal variation in demand. For instance, urban areas are associated with greater demand in the evening at around 5 p.m., while suburban areas are associated with lower demand in the morning. For the second part, we estimate the probability for a trip to be shared with another booking. And we do so by estimating a binary logic model with the shared status of a trip as the dependent variable. The model results show that after controlling for hourly demand, trips originating and traveling to areas with higher proportion of non-white population are more likely to be shared. Overall, the findings of our study could be useful to planners in small cities like Wilson to implement equitable microtransit systems. Thank you.